You may know this next comedian from his Instagram channel, Tank's Good News. Please welcome the very funny Tank Sinatra, everybody. Clap it up for Tank.
Hello, how's everyone doing? All right, good. Glad to be here. Glad you're here. Does anyone know of a good gym around here? I'm thinking about joining. I'm going to consult my physician first, obviously. I'm kidding, I'm huge. I've been big for a long time, man. It's not as fun as you think, if you even think it's fun. I don't know. It sucks. I've been training for 25 years, and I put so much effort into this, and it's given me back, like, nothing. The only effect it's had on my life is the bigger I get, the less my voice matches my body. That's a given. In my defense, my father is Irish and German, and my mother was a helium balloon, though. So, no, I'm kidding. I don't know my mom. She left when I was 5 at the fair. She just floated away. Thank you. Thank you for understanding how helium works. So yeah, I lift weights, obviously. I look ridiculous. And all these years, like I grew up fat and I was 13 or so and I saw Pumping Iron and I was like, that's fucking it, man. I am getting jacked and there's nothing anybody can do to stop me. Because I thought it was going to attract women to me. And to this day, 25 years later, not one woman has ever given a shit about my muscles. It's dudes asking me how much I bench every day, and that's it. That's the only people who want to talk about it. Or old men will come up to me sometimes, and I don't mind this. I think it's cute because they go, "Hey, you look good. I used to look like that." Like, no, you didn't, bro. Let's not kid ourselves here. So I did wind up attracting a woman who was into this look. Finally, her name is Princess Fiona, and we live in a swamp. Shrek fans in the house. No, I did meet an amazing woman, and it's crazy that she would marry me, and I feel very fortunate because I married my soulmate. I feel like I can really stand behind that saying. Don't clap for her. You're like, yeah, we don't care. It's no, your soulmate is whoever you're dating when you turn 30, so it's actually not that good. But I am surprised she married me because I was a bad boyfriend. Not for her, but for everybody else. I was just, like, I want you guys to feel like you know me after the end of this 8 minutes or whatever it is, so I'm going to overshare probably, but I was a codependent, narcissistic disaster. Like, that's the best way I can put it. And when you are that, you attract that. That's all you can get. So there was this girl, Julie, and we were having a tough time. She calls me up and she goes, "Hey, I know things are a little crazy. I know some of it's my fault. I'm going to go to a Codependence Anonymous meeting tonight." And my response to her was, "Can I come with you?" Because I was scared she was going to meet somebody at the meeting. That's like your friend, like, "Hey, dude, my drinking is a little crazy. I'm going to go to an AA meeting." And you're like, "What time?" "I'll be there with a bottle of Jack and an 8-ball. That's not how it works. So you're the problem, actually. So, yeah, we're married. And any married people? Ooh, any married people in the house? One? Who are you married to, bro? No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Yeah, I'm married to myself. So, when you get married, everyone tells you don't go to bed angry, right? Which is probably good advice, but like, when am I going to sleep then? At what point? You know, they say don't go to bed angry, which again is good advice, but better advice would be don't wake your wife up at midnight because she left a candle burning and ask her why she's trying to kill the whole family when you've been there for 2 hours and you didn't blow it out. So blow out the candle would be much better advice, in my opinion. Right? Fucking blow it out, man. Like, I got a tattoo on my chest. So we have 2 kids, 2 incredible kids. I'm a very proud father. We have a 6-year-old and a 1-year-old. And, I know that's a big gap, but what happened was the older one was great, but he just, to be honest, wasn't pulling the Facebook likes anymore. I'm not getting 20 likes on a picture of my son. That's bullshit. So we got those numbers up and everybody's happy. Speaking of, so I have these Instagram pages that I run, and they're big. And in that, or with that, comes a lot of bullshit. I get trolled a lot, I get harassed. And normally I just block and forget. And something incredible happened today. So I blocked somebody on Instagram, and using my email address, he sent me a calendar invite to suck his dick tomorrow from 9:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., which I accepted, obviously, because that's the level of genius. Like, it was a little early for me, so I requested a change time, but I'm gonna get that guy his blowjob tomorrow. So smart. The 6-year-old is a very typical 6-year-old. He's got his iPad, which he loves. He's obsessed. And he watches other kids play with toys. Do you guys know about this?
Yes.
So he watches this kid, Ryan, who's like the kingpin of the whole shit. He's like the biggest one. And Ryan is a 7-year-old Asian boy. And I only mention he's Asian because he watches him so much now. Every time they go out in public and he sees an Asian boy, he's like, Ryan! And I'm like, no, you can't. I know they look, fuck, I already look like a Nazi, bro. You're making me look, you know what I mean? Like, I can't explain it to him. I'm going to one day. So anyway, 7-year-old Asian boy who plays with videos online, plays with toys, posts videos, and he made $22 million last year. So fuck him, right? I'm 7 years old, I don't care. And he lives this heavily edited life, and my son watches him and he goes to me, I wish I was in Ryan's family. Which pissed me off because I was like, I'm gonna go in his family. I'm already, you know what I'm saying? So Ryan, he watches him, and so now, picture this, I'm watching him watch another kid play with like toys. It's like, what is happening? And I didn't understand how he could get so much joy out of watching somebody else do something he could easily do himself and have just as much fun doing until it occurred to me how much porn I've watched in my life. I said, all right, I get it. I mean, if you think you have toy envy now, wait. It's gonna get a lot worse. So that's one weird thing he has. He also has another thing where he likes to be tickled, but like aggressively. He looks at me and he goes, Daddy, freak me up. I'll freak his ass up. You know what I'm saying? I'm a good dad, I get what he wants. That's not the weird part though. It gets worse. So he also likes to be tickled like softly. And he likes to like be in charge and give direction and whatever. So he, and it's only me and my dad who's allowed to do it. So we're at like my dad's house, whatever it was, a couple of weeks ago, and my son is laying with his head in my dad's lap. And do we have parents here? No? Well, I'll tell you about it. Everybody's tired. It's fucking exhausting. It's like legitimately the most tired I've ever been. Every day is the most tired I've ever been. So I'm on the couch and I'm falling asleep-ish, and he's like, Grandpa, tickle the top of my head. And it is really cute when he does it, so like, whatever, it supersedes the weirdness. So Grandpa, tickle the top of my head. Grandpa, tickle the back of my head. Grandpa, tickle my neck. And I'm like dozing, and he goes, tickle my back. And then he said, tickle my butthole. And I'm like, am I fucking dreaming right now? And I knew I wasn't dreaming because my head popped up, and my dad's head popped up, and we're both looking at each other, trying to like silently convince the other one that we don't secretly tickle his butthole. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was awkward. Because my son said it with such conviction that like, I definitely tickle his butthole at home, and now it's time for Grandpa to get in on the phone. It has been a lot of fun. Thank you very much.